Hello, in this video, I'll be sharing how I made this ogbono and okra soup. This soup is delicious and nutritious. I'll be listing the health benefits of some of the key ingredients used on the screen and in the description box below. So let me quickly show you how I made this. Let's start with the meal preparation. Here is the market where I bought my okra. When choosing your okra, make sure you choose the green ones that are soft. Don't buy those big ones that are very strong. When you buy them in your soup, you won't like it. Here is home. I'm already back. Look at the quantity I bought. Look at my okra. Once you hit it, it breaks. If your own is not breaking like so, that means the one you bought is very strong. You won't like it in your soup. So we will wash this. This is why I don't like cutting mine in the market. I would like to wash it myself. Always do this. Don't always allow the people in the market to do this for you. You can do this at home. I will show different ways you can cut or slice your okra. You choose whichever one you want. Okra helps the body to detoxify itself. It boosts immunity, supports fertility and healthy pregnancy as it contains folate. Okra is also packed with antioxidants. It is good for the eyes and it stabilizes blood sugar levels. You can use your knife to cut or slice them. You can also use a grater. You can use the tiny openings or the bigger ones. I found out that when I use the tiny openings, it makes this okra to be so tiny. I don't know if you like this option, but if you do, you can use this small opening to grate your okra. You can also use the bigger one, but I prefer using my knife. When I use my knife, I will give it the shape I want. Just cut the tip a bit, then insert the knife into two places inside the okra and you will cut it into your desired shape. Look at the bigger opening now. Do you like this size? You can go for that. Look at the end product. Do you love this? Next is the stockfish. Always wash your stockfish properly to remove every dirt and all those slimy particles on the stockfish, especially this place. Make sure you wash properly. I washed with hot water. Once I washed this with hot water, I will pieces it with my hands and boil. This will make it to be a bit soft before I start to use it to cook. I will set this aside. Once it is boiling, I will attend to other ingredients. Here is the ugu. This is fluted pumpkin. Also, I don't like cutting this in the market. I would love to do it myself. I will wash first before cutting. Always wash your vegetables first before cutting them. Ugu is filled with nutrients. It helps to improve blood production, keep diabetes in control, promote fertility, and improve memory, among other benefits. Next is the ogbono. When choosing your ogbono, make sure you don't choose anyone that is black or brown. This means they are not good. Make sure you choose the one that is very clean. In my area, ogbono is not allowed. The people don't eat it. So they don't sell it openly in the market. So if you want to buy this, you will have to secretly buy it from the vendor. Do you have any food in your locality that the indigenes don't allow? Let me know in the comment section below. The bark, the seed, and the fruit of ogbono is used as both food and medicine. It is rich in calcium, iron, zinc, and phosphorus. It helps to treat dysentery, reduce cholesterol, and prevent constipation. I pounded mine. You can use a blender or grinder. To the rest of the ingredients now. Here are the protein. I used beef, bomo, and the stockfish that was cooked earlier. Next is the ogbono that I pounded. Remember I said you can blend with a blender or a grinder. Here are the peppers, onions, and the seasoning cubes. This is salt. I will simply use salt to taste. Here is the crayfish and the OA. The last but not the least ingredient is the palm oil. When choosing palm oil, make sure it doesn't have taste. It does not smell. When you taste it, it doesn't stick to your tongue. This is how to know that this palm oil is a good one. Palm oil is rich in antioxidants. It is rich in vitamin A, which is good for your eyes. It also helps to increase the body's metabolism. Right now, my pot is on heat. I added water to be used for this soup. I will simply cover that and attend to other ingredients. I will pound the pepper, the obey, the crayfish. Make sure you wash your crayfish before use. And lastly, the onion. You can use a blender to blend all of these ingredients if you so wish. The pepper, the obey, the crayfish, and the onion can be blended. It will help to save you time and energy. If you so wish, I love to pound mine, pound, pound, pound. While at that, still keeping an eye on the pot. This water is boiling, so I will add all my protein right inside here. Remember, I parboiled my meat and of course my stockfish. If you parboil yours as well, you can add the stock right now, which is the water you use to cook your meat. I added 3 seasoning cubes, and next was salt to taste. Remember, the stockfish is always salty. Always remember this whenever you are cooking with stockfish. So mind the way you add salt now. I simply added a little salt. I can add more later. So I went back to my mortar and my pestle and added the onion. If you want to see onion chunks in your soup, you can reserve some and sprinkle it on top of your okra. I'll be telling you when to add that. I simply pounded that and set it aside. Right now, it's time to add oil. The palm oil, I will be adding just 2 cooking spoons of palm oil. If you are someone that loves plenty palm oil on your soup, then increase this to 2.5 cooking spoons or even 3 cooking spoons. Okay, I used 2 cooking spoons. This is the way I love it. If you want yours to be a little bit oily, you can increase the palm oil. So I cover this to cook for about 3 minutes and then I added the ogbono. Once this ogbono enters this pot, we are not covering this pot again. Don't forget this, guys. Once this ogbono enters, we are not covering it. We will allow this ogbono to cook very well. You can see the bubbles are coming up. Once this is properly cooked, the bubbles will come down. They will reduce. Make sure you stir from time to time, but don't cover the pot, okay? And once this is bubbling, please don't add any ingredient. Allow this to cook properly, and then we can add the pepper, the obey, the crayfish, and of course the onion. Remember, I pounded this. You can use a blender for yours if you so wish. These ingredients will be next. I'll be adding them, all of them at the same time. Remember, I said if you want some onion, if you want to see some onion chunks on your own soup, you can reserve some. We'll be using it to sprinkle on the okra. So now I'll be adding this. Okay, all of them will be going in at the same time. I will simply stir and allow this to cook for about 5 minutes. Once this is well cooked, if you are preparing only ogbono soup, that means at this stage yours is almost done. But since I prepared okra soup with ogbono, we still have to add our okra and our vegetable. I will allow this to cook. Back to my mortar and pestle. Look at it. I haven't washed this, guys. I'll be adding my okra into this mortar. Look at the magic I'll be showing you now. I will use my pestle to pound this okra. I won't be pounding it so hard like pounding it. I will just be using this okra to clean my mortar. Don't pound it so hard. Just a little, pound a little. You will see the difference. If you are using your mortar and your pestle, try this and let me know if you love it. Simply use your mortar and your pestle to hit the okra. The difference is a very amazing one. Once I'm done with this, I will put it in a bowl and they will enter this pot all at the same time. Remember, this okra doesn't need much heat. So as we are adding this okra, the vegetable is coming almost immediately. If you are preparing just ogbono soup, right now you should be adding your vegetable. It could be this ugu or even bitter leaf. If you are using ugu, you will simply add it now, stir and remove it from heat. But since we are using okra, This is when we are adding our okra. This doesn't require too much heat so that this vegetable won't lose its nutrients, okay? I will simply stir, allow this to simmer a little and then add my vegetable. Remember, I'm doing this almost immediately. I'm not wasting any time at all because the ugu and the okra doesn't need much heat. They need to be as fresh as they can be. Look at the final result. You can see the ugu, it is still green. Look at the okra, it is very, very green. This food is very nutritious. It is healthy. This will help to boost your immunity. This will help to boost your metabolism. It will help to reduce blood pressure, lower cholesterol, keep diabetes under control, and improve your vision. Would you be preparing this meal, okra and ogbono soup? When you do, let me know if you love this combination. I will see you in my next one. Cheers to your success. Keep being amazing. Bye bye.